Scott Thomas, who is the Senior Vice President of Marketing for WorthPoint.
When I was young, I wanted to be a doctor. I was pretty focused on that all the way through college. Realized that wasn't going to happen and went into sales. And while I was kind of with doctors and using sales material, I thought, I feel like I can do this better. And that was my kickoff to marketing. But I think that makes me a little bit different marketer because I come at things both from, 50% right brain, 50% left brain, both kind of analytical from the science and creative from the other side. The thing that makes my career somewhat unique is that marketing is my profession. I've applied marketing to a variety of different verticals. So I came to Atlanta, was hired by Coke, as I think most marketers tend to get to Atlanta. I worked for them for a while. I did a digital consulting thing. I spent a little time at an agency. I worked for an internet service provider for a while. Ultimately then ended up at Cartoon Network and was head of marketing for North America for 7 years there. And, from there was at AutoTrader and then a fintech firm called Cabbage here in town. And then most recently with a company called WorthPoint. And again, I think the key thing is that I've been able to apply what I know and what I've learned about marketing to very distinct different verticals. And it's something I enjoy. I like learning new businesses. But when I go to interview, or when I've been looking for jobs or have been approached by jobs, that's typically the first question people ask me is, "Oh, well, do you think you can learn my space, whatever their vertical is?" And I always confidently say, absolutely. You learn as much from success as you do from failure. So don't be afraid of the failures. Dust yourself off, figure out what you need to learn, get back up, get positive, lean in, stay focused, and move forward. The key to success is learning from those, brushing them off, move forward. So, stay focused and have fun. Something happens that we didn't expect, a result we don't like. Let's understand it. Let's understand why, what, how do we avoid it? But quickly dust off and move forward. We win together, we fail together. Influencing. It always sounds cocky to say, "Oh, I'm really good at this," but I'm good at understanding people and getting them information in a way that they can receive it. I think marketers should get their inspiration from their customers. We should always be looking to our customers and potential customers for our inspiration, and hopefully we have passion about what our business is. I love seeing people's face light up when they figure out, what something's worth, or if they tell me, "Oh, I started, buying and reselling, and that's how I now am funding my my retirement." I kind of breathe in all of that positive energy and see kind of what they're doing and let that build into my lexicon of how we'll continue to promote the business and get other people excited like that. And one of the things too, as a marketing leader that I've always done is with events, like we'll have an events team, but I always rotate out everyone in marketing going to customer facing events. Not everybody all the time, but I don't keep things so isolated that, well, only these events people go to the customer facing events. I try to also rotate in other people on the marketing team so that they can get in front of customers and talk to them and hear from them. I've never spent time with a group of customers and not learned something. With individuals, understanding, how people will receive information the best, and bringing them their information in that way. And so, I'll have people say, "Oh, what kind of leader are you?" Or what's your leadership style? And overall, I approach things from a positive angle, and try to motivate from a place of positivity. But, on an individual basis, I will customize the way I give information to people, depending on, who they are and what I've learned about them. But, overall, one kind of universal truth that I found that for myself as well is that when you are giving feedback or hearing feedback that's hard to hear is probably feedback you need to hear. I'll tell people that I try to give quick feedback, particularly if there's something that seems significant. The sooner you can give the feedback from when the event happened, the better. And I always try to do that in a compassionate way. But I've had those moments where I've seen people lean back, pause, listen, I said, if you're feeling like this is hard to hear, then it's probably something that you should hear and something to think about. And right now, what I need you to do is listen and absorb, and then we can debate about it, or we can talk about the ifs, ands, whys, or buts. But what are the facts that we need to talk about first? I look for people who are self-driven. Curiosity, I think, comes, with that. And someone who also is coming at things with a positive approach, bring positivity, and bring a sense of team and a sense of curiosity and a desire to achieve. Someone who's curious, self-motivated, interested, kind of lean forward, as they say, so those are the things that, I definitely like to see in team members and in agency partners too. You have to be who you are, and you can be a leader from whatever style it is that is authentic. And it's people who try to be leaders in ways that are not authentic to themselves. People can, I always say, smell that. It feels funny, it looks funny, and it causes raised eyebrows, and you've probably met these people before who you could tell they're trying to be something that they're not. And I think being a leader is figuring out kind of who you are, embracing that, and bringing it forward in an appropriate way. But be yourself. You don't look at someone like me and say, oh, I guess I got to be like that to be a leader, or I guess I got to be like that to be a leader. Being yourself is the most important part, and being authentic to yourself.